Hello everyone, I am Shrutishmita Shannan and I am here to help you with the English speaking course. This is the fourth unit, which is the speaking skills unit, and it consists of 6 chapters. The very first chapter deals with how to replace everyday words to interesting ones. For example, if you say, I am very tired, you can replace the word very tired with exhausted. That is, I am very exhausted. This will not only make the entire sentence very interesting but also pleasing to our ears. In the next chapter, we will learn how to replace everyday phrases to interesting ones. In the third chapter, we will learn euphemism, that is, how to say certain words or certain sentences without offending anyone. In the fourth chapter, we will learn how to speak the language confidently and without any fears. In the fifth chapter, we will learn how to not commit errors. We will be giving you all certain guidelines which you all need to follow. And if you follow them all correctly, you will be making less errors while speaking the language. In the sixth chapter, we will be learning the importance of punctuations in spoken English. We have all learned the importance of full stop, comma, colon, semicolon in written English. But now we will also know the importance in spoken English. Now, this is our second chapter of our unit number 4. So the name of the unit was speaking skills, and this is the second chapter. Now, in this chapter, what we are going to study is that we are going to, modify the way we speak. Or let's say we are going to replace what we speak every day to something very interesting. Basically, what we will learn in this chapter is that first we will be going through how to replace everyday, boring or common words to interesting ones. And once we have learned the words, then we will see how to replace everyday phrases into interesting ones. Now we shall see how to replace everyday words to interesting ones. Okay, so let's begin. Now instead of pretty, we can use beautiful, lovely, glamorous, attractive, elegant, cute, exquisite, gorgeous, stunning, handsome, striking, neat. Then instead of smart, we can use witty, ingenious, bright, sharp, quick-witted, brainy, knowledgeable, brilliant, intelligent, gifted, clever, and wise. Then instead of big, we can use towering, huge, large, great, gigantic, mammoth, enormous, tremendous, massive, giant, colossal, immense. Then instead of little, we can use teeny, diminutive, compact, microscopic, petite, wee, small, tiny, minuscule, miniature, slight, minute. Now, why I'm teaching you all these is that instead of using the boring everyday words, you can spice up your English language by replacing these everyday words to these interesting ones, and hence in this way you can enhance your speaking skills. Now let's see some more examples. Like instead of nice, we can use kind, benevolent, thoughtful, gracious, considerate, decent, congenial, agreeable, courteous, or courteous, warm, cordial, and humane. Instead of like, we can use love, admire, appreciate, fancy, adore, idealize, prefer, cherish, care for, favor, enjoy, treasure. Instead of run, we can use hurried, raced, scurried, dashed, galloped, trotted, bolted, darted, sped, jogged, sprinted, rushed. Instead of walked, we can use staggered, shuffled, travelled, sauntered, trudged, lumbered, trotted, paraded, marched, ambled, hiked, and strolled. Now let's see, how to uh, again replace the everyday word very. That is, which words can we use instead of using the word very repetitively? Like if we want to see it's very dry, instead of saying this thing, we can say it's arid. Instead of saying very accurate, we can say it is exact. Instead of saying very mean, we can just say it's cruel. Instead of saying very boring, we can say it's dull. Instead of saying it's very slow, we can say it's sluggish. Now, instead of saying very careful, we can say it's cautious. Now, instead of saying it's very powerful, we can say it's vibrant. Now, instead of saying it's very creative, we can say it's innovative. Instead of saying it's very crowded, we can say it's bustling. Instead of saying it's very empty, we can say it's desolate. That we have gone through, how to replace everyday words into interesting ones. Now let's learn how to replace everyday phrases to interesting ones. Because once we are done with our, vocabulary, we need to also enhance our sentence structures and also how to express our ideas and emotions, right? So this, I think, will help you all, express your emotions and your ideas in a better way. And by this, we can also, speak in a much better way. That is, we can specifically speak English in a much better way. So let's see. So if you want to ask to say someone to say something again, that is, if you simply want to ask someone to repeat something, then instead of just saying that, please repeat that, we can say these things. That is simply pardon. If you just say pardon, the person will understand and he or she will repeat it again. Then you can say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Or I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. Or you can say, would you say that again, please? Or could you say that again, please? Or you can say, would you repeat what you said, please? Or could you repeat what you said, please? Then you can say, I'm sorry, what did you say? Or what was that? Or if you are in a very informal place, then you can simply say, what was that again? So these are things you can use instead of just saying, please repeat that. If you're explaining someone something, and if you want to check that someone has understood you, how will you, express that? Or how will you say that? So you can use these phrases like, do you know what I mean? Or if you see what I mean, or I hope that's clear. Or do I make myself clear? Then we have informal, like, are you with me? Or get it, then right. And like very informal, you can just say, got the message? Or changing the subject, or by the way, or before I forget, or I nearly forgot. Now, let's see some other ways to say I like it. So we have here, it's to my thinking, or it sounds great, or I'm fond of it, or I'm very interested in doing and learning about it, or it's to my liking, or I'm crazy about it, then I'm passionate about it, I'm addicted to it, I love doing it and I don't want to stop. Then it goes down well with him or her, then it looks fantastic. Lastly, I have grown to like it. If you don't like something, then let's see how we can express that instead of just saying, I don't like it. So we can say, I'm sick of it, or that's not for me, or I can't stand it, or I'm not into it, or I'm not crazy about it, or it doesn't tickle my fancy, or it's not my cup of tea, or I'm not a big fan of it, or I don't appreciate that, or I'm not keen of it, or that's not my thing, or I have had enough of it. That's it for this class. We shall meet again in our next class. Till then, be safe, be healthy. Thank you.